大家好，我是小飞，欢迎来我的频道。你看我的胡子，这次那么长，应该是我在这个频道弄的最长的胡子，这里有点失控，就是 out of control。可是我不知道要刮还是怎么走，请给我一个留言告诉我，就是你觉得要到这么长还是刮哪一个你觉得是比较帅？可是不是只有我的胡子是那么失控 and confused， 你可以看苗栗政府有做什么，这是大安溪，然后后面哪里有天狗温泉，然后他们在前面有放一个很奇怪的路标，我真的不知道他们的想法是什么。你看，他们在那边有贴一个 A4 的 paper， 然后在这个 paper 他们有写他们用旅游发展法第36条说，禁止这个地方你不能进去玩水上活动。可是也写，如果那个警察来这里告诉你需要离开，如果你没有离开，你会被罚1万到5万块。然后我已经看在 FB 有一些个人被那个警察打扰，然后需要离开。可是这个是有一点不对的，他们不能就是随便印一张一个 A4 贴在那个地方，那个法律就是有一个程序需要跟着。第一个是需要公告，因为他们没有公告，他们没有跟着纯粹的法律程序，所以没有用，这个不算，还可以进去玩。可是还有一些个其他的很重要的事情要跟你讲。第二个，他们就是写桥下，如果那个温泉是在那边，就是没有用，要用第36条一定需要写那个地图，如果没有写地图，我们不知道在哪里，就是桥下。OK， 没关系，我们不在桥下，我们在那边玩。但是还有，在一个事情很重要，泡温泉不算一个水上活动，这个法律的 power 不是那么宽，你不能随便就是放一个路标，然后说 OK 不能进入这个地方，这个不是那个法律的用法，那个法律很清楚，他说水上活动，然后水上活动是什么？这里就是放一个 list， 最多就是游泳、划独木舟等等。泡温泉不是一个水上活动，溯溪也不是一个水上活动，溯溪是跟登山一样，就是在那个 mountain 的法律法进去，所以不管有没有放第36条，这个只有跟水上活动有关系，所以你还可以过河，如果要去对面，你可以过河，你还可以拿水，你需要水，你可以去拿水，这是一个不是水上活动，还可以走路上去，不是一个水上活动，还可以泡汤，那个不是一个水上活动，也可以钓鱼，只有新北市有时候钓鱼是一个水上活动，其他的地方、其他的市都没有放进去，所以现在没有第36条，因为他们没有用对的方法。可是如果他们用对的方法，然后他们写桥下，这个会有什么影响？这个意思是，如果你要在大安溪漂流，你需要漂到上面，然后在这里需要绕过去，然后开始漂，因为你不能在桥下漂流，跟泡汤没有关系。希望大家还可以享受野溪温泉。我以为那个是温泉，可是还不是，应该还在后面。那个温泉就是在那里，然后那个桥是在那么远，所以你看，桥下不能往水上活动那么远。I'm so relaxed after soaking in the hot spring that I'm going to switch to English. Sorry about that for everybody who was enjoying my Chinese, even if you couldn't understand it, which is, I guess, both Taiwanese and Americans alike. Enjoy those subtitles. So I was getting at earlier is that there's such a fear of something happening. They don't even bother to follow the normal legal process. They just stick up a sign whenever. And this makes it hard for everybody. I spoke to the Taiwan police as I drove in here. They were checking IDs or something. They're nice people, and I said just like regular people doing their job. To require them to come here and bother people who are just minding their own business, not hurting anyone, at the same time without giving them any legal authority to actually do the job that you're telling them to do. It's like the worst thing in the world. There's so much better things that they could be doing. I'm sure they don't want to do this either. And it's like a real common occurrence. It's not just Miaoli. Here's an example in Kaohsiung where they put up this sign, and we called them and we asked, okay, does this law exist? Is this a real thing? They're like, no, there's no law here. There's no fine. You can't be fined. We just put up a sign. So what, you're just trying to intimidate people into not enjoying nature? Like what is it? It makes no sense. At the beginning of this video, I was going to come to a different conclusion, but while soaking in this hot spring, talking to people, what I just found out is that the government is going to destroy this hot spring. They're going to cover it up. Seriously, they're so afraid of, I guess, an accident happening or something like that they're going to destroy the entire place so that nobody can visit here. Because as I mentioned earlier, they're not willing to do the actual legal framework to prevent people from coming here. Of course, it won't work because it's so stupid. So their plan is to destroy it. Like I always hear like so often, like in the comments, like, don't post this place online. People will come and destroy it. Really, it's like, hey, don't post this place online because then the government will come and destroy it. It's like, it's absolutely insane. I just did a video where I talked about how Taiwan's recreation economy is so far behind other countries. It's like so far behind the world. It's like doesn't even exist in Taiwan. And now you can see why. It is just such a depressed economy. Like a place like this, such an innocuous place like this. Shallow water, tepid water, not too hot, not too cold, not too deep. It's not moving, it's relatively still, it's clean, and they're gonna destroy it because they think somebody's gonna have an injury or something here. Absolutely phenomenal thinking. Like I can't even wrap my head around it. It all comes down to the same thing though. All of these problems we have with like these places being closed without any research done at all, it's all based on the same thing. In Taiwan, if there's an accident in a government-managed area, even if it's a wild area like this, the victims or their families can sue the government, right? Or sue whoever's responsible. In this case, probably the Water Resources Agency. That has to change. Not even like a cultural shift at this point. Like the culture has already shifted. The culture is very clear that it wants, that people want to be able to visit places like this. But the legal framework still allows for government officials to be held liable for accidents that happen in nature, and that needs to change. This is an area managed by a government agency, but this is not a building or a sidewalk or something like that. It's nature. So really, there needs to be all framework removed that could lead to that. Then, Article 36 and 60 need to be repealed. They're just applied so arbitrarily that they have no use or function anymore. So, 大家要给你看最后一次可以看天狗温泉之后会被埋起来，会坏掉。Such a waste. I don't know. I don't even know why I bother sometimes. It's just unbelievable. Unfucking believable.